Okay, so welcome to our team call. I cannot believe that it's June 21st. I was talking to another coach today, and we scheduled a call for July, and that totally was crazy. I can't believe how fast this month has gone, and that July is right around the corner, and then of course Summit for a lot of us. So first reminder is June is not over. It is the 21st. That means we still have 9 days left. I know there are quite a few of us that haven't hit Success Club yet, or at Success Club 2 or 4. And so now is the time to really push hard for that. So that's following up with anybody that you've talked to, any programs about, really going out there and telling people about the 21-day fix and the 21-day fix extreme, because those are, well, especially the 21-day fix is like the most perfect program for someone to get started with Beachbody on, because anybody can do it. It's challenging, but it's not too challenging for someone who's just starting out. And the deal, obviously, right now with it at $140 is insane. I've basically been positioning it as when you buy Shakeology, you get the 21-day fix for free, because when you do the math, if someone were to just buy one shipment of Shakeology with the tax and the shipping, it ends up being about the same price as if you would do the 21-day fix challenge pack, because shipping is that much. It's can range from 10 to 15 bucks. So when you add tax onto that, it ends up being about 145 to 150. And with the challenge pack, since you get $2 shipping, it ends up being about 145 to 150. So that's a way that you guys can position it. You can always go back and look at customers that you've had that have done the 21-day fix that might have fallen off, and get them going again with the 21-day fix extreme. Or if you have someone that has been doing the 21-day fix for a long time, suggest that they, step it up a notch and do the 21-day fix extreme. And the way that you can make that into Success Club points is by telling them to just cancel their current home direct order and order the challenge pack, and then they get super discount on their Shakeology. So those are some ways that you can push to get to Success Club this month. The Success Club, if you're going to Summit, it's so important to get to Success Club this month, because if you hit Success Club in May and June and have 15 total points over the 2 months, then you get to go to the Success Club party, which is an 80s themed party with Billy Idol. So I know that there are quite a few of us that are pushing for that. So that's going to be awesome. That is Friday night at Summit. Another reminder for Summit, I did post the Limitless Crew t-shirts. So be sure to order your shirt. We're going to be wearing the Misfit Republic shirts on Friday. I just saw a post about that, and we'll be doing a big group Misfit team photo Friday after the sessions. So then we can wear the Limitless Crew shirts on Saturday and get a team photo in those. So I think
Lauren,
all, yeah.
Oh, sorry, real quick. Do you know how long those are taking to ship?
I would order them
the Limitless
now, because the Customized Girl site is kind of weird. I just ordered a shirt for the 4th of July, and it's telling me that I won't get it till July 8th. But when I went to order my Limitless Crew shirt, it was saying I probably wouldn't get it for 3 to 4 weeks, but it just shipped, and I ordered it last week. So I think they're just covering themselves, but I don't know. I haven't used it enough to know really how accurate their shipping is. So I would do it sooner rather than later. And I think that's it for announcements. A couple other things. I'm trying to keep up with the vital behavior of the day in the team page. I hope that's helping all of you. It's definitely not for me, because I'm doing it and I'm posting about it. It's a reminder for you to focus on that vital behavior and just to ingrain in your brains the 4 vital behaviors and how important they are to do every single day. So just take a second every day to post, about the vital behavior of the day. So today it was invite, invite, invite. And I asked everyone to post the names of the people that they invited, either to a challenge group, to the business opportunity, or to a free group. So it can be to any of those things, any sort of invite. And hopefully you guys are finding that useful. Like I said, I kind of forgot about it last week, but I jumped back on this week and I'm trying to remember to post about that every day. So tomorrow will be personal development. So we'll have you post what you're reading for personal development and one thing that you took away from it, and I'll do that post in the team page. In terms of our challenge group, I didn't realize I had this many announcements, so I'll keep going through them quick. In terms of our challenge group that's going on, the Shimmer and Shine challenge group, I've had a couple people forget to post the daily post. So be sure to check the schedule, which is in the files section of the team page. There's a posting schedule, there's a recipe schedule, and then there's the daily post. I prefer, with all of my challenge groups, to have the post up first thing in the morning, and you can either pin the post to the top or I can go through and search for the post and pin it to the top, but we just have so many people posting that I don't want it to get lost. So if you have not checked that schedule, please check it so that it doesn't get to be like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon and no post has gone up and I'm searching for the person who's supposed to post that day and I have to send them a reminder, because let's all just take responsibility for this. I've posted about it a couple times in the team page, and it's your responsibility to check the schedule. In terms of the recipe post, well, in terms of both the posts, so the recipe post, it just has to be a clean recipe. It can be 21 Day Fix approved if you want. It can be a dessert recipe. It can be a Shakeology recipe, but make it a clean recipe, something that you love. And then for the daily post, there is the daily posting guide that I posted in the files section. You literally just have to copy and paste that in. You can tweak it to make it sound like you or adjust it in any way you want, and then include a quote or a photo that you love. So that is the challenge group. The challenge group, I think, is going pretty well. There's a lot of interaction, which is great. Don't feel like you need to go through and comment on every single person's photos. Just when you check in, comment on, five or, I don't know, go through and like and comment on a few of them. And as long as we're all doing that, then the challengers are going to feel like they have a lot of support from us. So be sure you're doing that. Okay, so I think that's the reminders and the news for today. So now jumping in, tonight I wanted to talk about building confidence in your business, because I have been doing a lot of new coach calls, and confidence is definitely something that I feel like people are struggling with. And it's not just for new coaches. As seasoned veteran coaches, we go through confidence struggles at times too, because this business is a roller coaster. Being an entrepreneur is a roller coaster, and you're going to have your peaks and your valleys. And when you're in your valleys, your confidence gets tested. And so I wanted to give you guys the 5 ways that you can build confidence in your business. And the first thing I wanted to note before I go into the 5 ways is I heard someone refer to confidence as a muscle. And I love that, because it means that to strengthen your confidence, you have to work it, just like a muscle. Like a muscle doesn't just get stronger just because. You have to work at it. You have to do exercises. You have to put in the time and the consistency to strengthen that muscle. And that's what confidence is. It is a muscle that we flex. We have to work at it. It's not something that just happens. And there are things that you can do, which are the 5 things I'm going to give you, that are going to help you build that confidence muscle. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, the first step to building your confidence, is personal development, hands down. Probably the most important step, because Personal development is where you're going to learn skills that you need in order to advance yourself in this business, in order to learn how to talk to people, in order to create a positive mindset. So mindset in this business is everything. And I'm going to kind of equate mindset to confidence, because when your mindset is in the right place, your confidence is through the roof. And mindset is definitely something that you have to work on every single day. It's something that I work on every single day. So every day I am reading my personal development. I journal what I learned from my personal development or what I wanted to take away from it. And I meditate for at least 15 minutes. And in that meditation, I am repeating thoughts, positive thoughts in my head. I am visualizing outcomes that I want to have happen. Throughout the day, I have key words that I repeat to myself, like success. Just repeat success to yourself like a million times a day, and you're gonna notice that your mindset changes. So the way you talk to yourself is a huge, huge deal. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm probably going to say it a million times. It is a big deal. Mindset is probably the biggest deal, the biggest thing in this business. If your mindset is in the wrong place, you're not going to go anywhere. You're going to be your own worst enemy. And personal development is what helps you get your mindset in the right place. So some books that you can read for personal development. I've read all of these books. Yep, I've read all of these books, and they're all fantastic. Girl Boss, Girl Code, You Are a Badass, The Slight Edge, The Compound Effect, Train Your Brain, The Power of the Subconscious Mind, The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster, and The Circle Maker. Those are 9 books that I just listed that all have to do with some sort of mindset, building confidence, how to create consistency in this business. The Circle Maker is very faith-driven. It's a great book. The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster is amazing because it's all about just what it's like to be an entrepreneur and the ups and downs that you're going to go through. The Slight Edge, The Compound Effect, those are about consistency and doing small things day after day after day and how they build up over time, even if it feels like they're insignificant at the time that you're doing them, how that builds momentum and creates confidence. Train Your Brain and The Power of the Subconscious Mind are all about your subconscious and how you talk to yourself and your mindset. Girl Boss, Girl Code, and You Are a Badass are just like awesome, awesome girl power books that I recommend everybody read. So the first thing is personal development. The second way to build your confidence is belief through your own journey. So this is why being a product of the product is so important. Constantly using our programs and our products is going to build a belief in them for you, because you're going to see your body change. You're going to see your energy change. You're going to see your health change. You're going to see your mindset change. And when you start seeing those changes, you become confident in telling other people about them because you just want everybody to feel as great as you feel. And so that's why it's so important to constantly be doing a program, to be drinking Shakeology, to be reading your personal development, to be building your story and sharing your experience. Because if you don't do that, how can you have confidence? Libby talked about this last week. She said as soon as she lost that 5 pounds, the very first week she did 21 Day Fix, she had confidence because she was like, it worked for me. I feel great. Why wouldn't I want other people to feel this way? That's how I feel about these programs and products. They make me feel fantastic, And I feel like they are a great thing to share with other people because they lay everything out for you. So they take all the guesswork out of everything. And once you've been in this business for a while, not only do you create your own success story, but you see thousands upon thousands of other success stories, and there's no way that you cannot believe in this when you see all of those success stories. I tell people, if you do this program and you follow the guide and you follow the nutrition and you drink your Shakeology, it will work. I guarantee it. 100% guarantee it will work. If it's not working, you're not doing something that you're supposed to be doing, or you're not following it the way you should be following it. So belief through your own journey. You need to just be using these programs and products and developing your own story. And every program is a new story because we're all on a journey. None of us are ever at our goal. I don't think I am. Like, I've never been at my goal. I hit my goal and then I set a new goal. So every program is going to be a new journey and a new story for you to tell. And if you're telling that story through your social media, you're going to find that people start asking. You're posting about it consistently, you'll start noticing that people start asking you about that specific program over any other program. So believe through your own journey. Number 3, your own success or the success of others. So if you've been in this business for a while, you've had successes. And the one trap that I feel like a lot of people fall into is they think that small successes don't matter and they don't share small successes. Those are the most important successes to share, are the small ones. So I helped one person, I changed one person's life. Through my Beachbody business, I was able to pay my electric bill for the month. Oh my gosh, I made $100 this week. And then the next month, oh my gosh, I made $200 this week. Those are the most important ones to share because those successes are the ones that people relate to. And they do not have to be money oriented. They can be about your mental health or your emotional health or your energy or just something that Beachbody has done for you, this community that you're now a part of, and how you now have somewhere that you can go to every morning that is a positive place and a way for you to start your day. Those little things, look for those little successes. Those build confidence. Once you start seeing those little successes, your confidence will start building. If you have not had any success that you can think of, then all you have to do is look on this team page, go onto YouTube, go onto the Team Beachbody site, and start looking at other coaches' stories. Every Monday, there's a national wake-up call with the top coach, and they share their story. That's a success. Every day in the Team Beachbody site, Beachbody posts some sort of success story, usually. I usually see it every day. So if you don't have what you feel like is your own success yet, use other people's success to build your confidence. And know that if they can do it, you can do it. Because what's the difference between you and them? Nothing. We all start this business at the same place. We all have 0 customers and 0 coaches, and we all have to build from there. And so using your own success and the success of others should build your confidence in this business. 4th tip, decide you're going to do it and get out of your own way. So this is another thing that actually I just had somebody message me about right before this call. She said, Lauren, I think you did a video a while back, basically about how you just said, fuck it, I don't care what other people think about me. And I said, I don't know if I've done an actual video on that. I feel like maybe Julia's done a video on that, but I was going to address it on the call, and it actually ties right into this point of decide you're going to do it and get out of your own way. I got really fired up this morning on my walk with Kia thinking about this topic, because nothing bothers me more than when people say, well, but, what are other people going to think? And, I don't want to be too pushy and I don't want to be too salesy. And Caitlin addressed this perfectly in her PDBC post today about that. And my thing is, if there was no social media, would you care what a stranger thought of you? Probably not. That's really what most of social media is strangers or acquaintances or people that don't know you. Why do you care what they think of you? The only people that you should care about what they think are people that are very, very close to you. And even then, you don't have to care what they think. This is your journey. This is your personal journey. This is your life. It's nobody else's life. And at the end of the day, you have to decide to do what makes you happy. And if you care about what other people think and you let that dictate your life, you will never be happy and you will never get the success that you want, because other people are always going to criticize you. You're never going to be everybody's cup of tea. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. There are people that I'm sure hate me. I mean, they don't like me. They don't like my message. They think I'm annoying. But you know what? Who cares? I see people that I think are annoying. It doesn't mean, I don't have to be friends with everybody, and neither do you. And you just have to do what makes you happy, because when you get down the road, 5, 10, 15 years and 20 years, when you're on your deathbed, are you going to care what other people thought of you? No, you're not going to care what other people thought of you. You're going to care about what you did with your life and whether you lived your life the way you wanted to live it. So for me, this one is actually pretty easy. It literally is a decision. It's a decision you make. And yeah, is it going to sting sometimes if you get hurtful comments or remarks? Sure. But you know what? People who make those remarks, look at them as, well, why are they saying something like that? That is not about you. Anyone who gives you a hurtful remark, it's not about you. It's about them. They are jealous of where you're at. They are not happy with where they're at. And so the easiest way for them to not take responsibility for their life is to poke fun at your life. And Julia actually did a really awesome live video on that kind of topic. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. She had some girl that she knew that sent her a really nasty message after being nice to her to her face, and basically called her old and ugly and tired looking or something. And she just went on a rant on Facebook Live and got thousands of viewers and comments, and was like, you know what? Don't you have anything better to do with your life than to sit here and criticize me? This is how you choose to spend your time. So this honestly it's really a decision. You just have to decide. I decided, and I guess I was lucky that I made this decision before I started to coach. I actually made a decision to not care what people thought about me when I decided to move from LA back to my hometown, because for a while I was really concerned about, what people would think, if they thought I couldn't make it out there and I couldn't afford to live out there. And so that's why I was moving back and starting to work with my family. And all of a sudden I just thought to myself, well, who cares? I know what the truth is, and it doesn't matter. I want to do this because this is what makes me happy. So I'm just going to be me and do what makes me happy, and everybody else can go shove it. I don't really care what they think. And if you go into it with that attitude and that sort of confidence, people will want to follow you. People will get over it. They will change their tune. And if they don't, well, there's a little button called unfriend, which is awesome. And you can unfriend them or you can block them from your page, and you get to choose. So It is a decision that you make, and it can be made in an instant. It can be made right now. Like you can literally decide right now, I'm just not going to care. I'm just going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to do what makes me happy. And you know what? If there are people that don't agree with it, then screw them. You know, maybe they'll come around, maybe they won't. But if this is what I want to do, I'm not going to worry about what they think of it, because I know that it's the right thing for me. So that is a decision. And that once you make that decision, then you have gotten out of your own way, because a lot of resistance comes from talking yourself out of things, overthinking things, thinking about what other people are going to think about what you're doing. And that is the definition of standing in your own way. That is the definition of having a mindset that is not working for you. So that is tip number 4. And the surest way to do this, or to build kind of on this specific tip, is just by doing. Just going out, and if you're scared about what people might think if you post a workout selfie, then post a workout selfie every single day for like 3 months, and I guarantee you it won't be a fear of yours after you do it for that long, because it'll be a habit. And you'll learn that you didn't die, and that most people are nice, and most people are going to say nice things and be encouraging. And yeah, you're going to have some of those assholes that aren't, but you know what? You just ignore those people. And the cool thing is once you start doing this, if you do have people that make those negative comments, usually people that follow you, that love you, will stand up for you and will comment back in a really positive way. So the surest way to build that confidence faster is to try a lot, to fail, to tweak, to try again, and to just keep doing it over and over, and it becomes less scary. The only way that things become less scary in this business are by doing them over and over and over again. And then the final way to build your confidence is through your why. Your why has to be stronger than your fear, or you won't move anywhere. You won't go anywhere. Your why and your vision for where you want your life to be has to be stronger than any fear that you have. And I was talking to someone about this morning. You know, when I started this business, I just had this vision of what I wanted my life to be like. I was like, you know what, when we get married and we have kids, if that's 2 years or 3 years, I want to be able to stay home with them. Like, my current job is not going to work in that situation. That is my vision. That is my why. And it's so strong that I threw caution to the wind and said, you know what, if this is what I have to do to get to that vision, then this is what I have to do. But that's the vision I have of my life. That's my dream life, and I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get there. So your why, you have to have a firm grasp of your why and what you are doing this for, why you're doing it, what your vision of your life is, because there will be tough times. Like, there will be, I promise you. We've all gone through them. We've all gone through slow months. We've all gone through disappointments and difficulties. This month is really slow for me. I'm pushing like crazy just to hit Success Club 5, you guys. So, but you know, you have to have that vision. This is 1 month. You know, my dad has owned a business for 26 years. He has had slow, horrible years, like years in a row, like 2 years, not 1 month. And he always tells me, Lauren, when you start a business, it's a forever thing. It's not I'm going to do this for 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, or maybe I'll do it for a year or 2 years. It's forever. Like, you just have to know that, like, you're going to be working at this forever. And when you put in that time and you work hard and you put in that consistency over an extended period of time, things will happen. But it's not going to be just like this nice straight line up. And that's what the Entrepreneur Roller Coaster book is all about, how it's like this. It's a lot like this. And when you're up here, it's great. And when you're down here, it sucks. But it doesn't mean that when you're down here that you're never going to get up here again. When you're down here, that's when you need to work the hardest so that you do get to that top point again. But
your
you
dad
have to have what?
You said your dad's such a genius.
I know. He's my mentor. Whenever I like need a little kick in the butt, I call my dad because he had been through it all when it comes to owning a business. So I always am like, Dad, I need some business advice. I need some motivation. He always gives me sound advice. But yeah, your why has to be stronger than your fear. And, you know, for him, his why was to build a life for his family. He was like, quitting was never an option. When I started my business, it was never an option. It was never an option to go back to what I was doing. As soon as I started, I made that decision that this was it. And I was just going to work as hard as I needed to make this happen. And Joelle actually posted a great live video in her team page, which I tagged a couple of new coaches in, about if this was a $140,000 investment, how differently would you treat this business versus a $140 investment? Because this business can actually pay out way more than a $140,000 investment in a franchise can. The opportunity is a lot higher to make more money and live a life the way you want to with this business for only $140. But most people don't treat it like a business because it was only $140, and it's easy to consider losing $140 versus $140,000. So make sure you are looking at this as the business opportunity that it is and treating it like the business opportunity that it is. And my husband's home from softball. You want to say hi?
Hi.
So,
Where the crutches, babe?
what? Oh. So actually, that's actually perfect timing because those were the 5 ways I had to build your confidence in this business. And now I will open it up if there are any questions or anything anyone else wants to add. Usually there's no one who wants to speak. Can you guys see him?
Why, hello, everyone.
Brady.
I'm looking at so many people at one time.
I think this is the first time you've ever been on a call.
Hey, there's a first for everything, right, sweetheart?
Caitlin, did you have anything?
No. I thought of something earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt, and now I don't remember what it was. But it was all really good stuff. I know I usually have questions.
It's okay. Well, I'm trying to keep these a little shorter because they were kind of getting a little long, and I felt there was a lot of rambling. So I'm trying to keep them to about a half hour, which I think we're basically at a half hour. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about tonight. Obviously, if you guys have topics that you'd like us to talk about, hopefully I won't be leading every team call. I love having other people lead it and share their perspectives. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks, we'll have some other awesome team call leaders. And yeah, if you do have any topics, be sure to let us know. You can either message me or post them in the team page, and we can do a whole call on whatever topic you want. Because these calls are for you, and I want to make sure that we're sharing information that is useful to you. So that's all I got for tonight.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Good night.
Have a good night.
We'll talk to you guys later.